Hi everybody and welcome to my kitchen reorganization video. So I have what is possibly the smallest kitchen in the entire universe. It's really not, but it is laid out so terribly that I cannot ever make it work. What you're seeing right now is I think, third attempt of resetting this kitchen and reorganizing it and moving things around. There are certain things that I've never moved, and I moved everything in this video. I have never moved this pantry cabinet, so I do not have a pantry at all. I have consistently used this cabinet, and there's a cabinet by the stove as well as my primary food storage. It is not easy, and these shelves are really short, so I can't get tall things in there. So I decided that it was all going to move, and I was going to move my dishes and cups to this side. So right now, obviously, I have to clean everything out, but this kitchen just needed an entire makeover. I will say, as of today, I have been living with this kitchen for, I think, a little under a week. So I did it on Tuesday, and I'm recording this voiceover on Saturday. So I've had it for about 5 days. Today was the first day I put away dishes in it, and it honestly is so much better. There's room for things. It makes sense. I'm forgetting where things are because I've just changed everything, but it does make a lot of sense, which is really, really good. So we're just going to continue on through this. This video is going to have a little bit of me talking through things, a little bit of some music in the background. So hang tight and enjoy. This reorganization was really just a game of Tetris and empty and fill. So I was consistently emptying a space and then reorganizing it. I am a little bit of a type A personality, with the exception of like how I clean my house. When I decide to clean it, I create a plan. So I used Canva and created a literal map of my kitchen and put things where they were currently and then adjusted and moved the boxes around to create the layout I'm doing. So when I went into this, I knew exactly where everything was going to go and how it was going to roughly be laid out. There were some ideas about certain cabinets that I was like, well, let me just see how this works, what we'll do here. But for the most part, I knew what was going to go where and could refer back to the map I made. So this was just, I emptied out a space and then I put the new stuff in. That space then became empty and I filled that. It was really just a game of moving things around. I did also, of course, go through and declutter and get rid of things that I'm not using, things that were maybe old, expired, I was never going to eat, or potentially like I do grocery pickup, so maybe I got someone else's stuff and I was like, well, maybe I'll use that. Never did. And so I gave that all up. There were a lot of times in this process that I just stopped and stared and tried to figure out what was next. If I liked this, I can tell you right now the cabinets that I just worked on, the cooking utensil cabinet and the knife cabinet drawer, those two drawers just completely changed what I was going to end up doing with them. They are still there, but I adjusted which drawers they were in based on needs of storage. So the top drawer for cooking utensils was just not going to work. It was too shallow. And so I put the knives and the cutting boards in that drawer. This I am making a cute like hydration area. So I drink only water, but with a caveat, I really can only drink water if I have a flavoring added to it. So I constantly have a ton of drink flavors. And so I was making a drawer exclusive to those, some teas. I do drink coffee, I do occasionally drink tea, but not super often. So my hydration station, which is currently beside the fridge, actually moved to across from the fridge. So I'm just unboxing my coffee pods that I use and putting those in that drawer and just making this drawer functional but not cluttered. I of course had like a junk drawer in here, but I don't have the space in this kitchen to do that, so I adjusted. And this is now a drink station, so I'm trying to organize this all nice and tidy to make it functional. And I will say, after 5 days, this is probably one of my favorite areas in my kitchen now because I can just like prep my water there. I can make my coffee drinks there. I can do whatever I need to right in that space, and it is so lovely to have it.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I started really getting in a also cleaning as I go mode at a certain point. So I have not cleaned the front of my stove in probably 6 months. And so it just was time to just clean these doors and make them look decent. I didn't use like a specialty stainless steel cleaner. I probably will in the future, but this was just a simple like Mr. Clean Fabuloso concentrate in water because it really just needed to look clean. It doesn't need to look perfect.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
So at this point, my camera is about to cut out. I ran out of storage on my phone, making this video higher quality. Whoops. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is just adjusting the storage in that drawer, and then my camera cut out. So during this time, I had a complete meltdown about these glass bowls that are currently sitting on my stove with the red lids underneath, because they wouldn't fit anywhere. So that probably cut out a while. I was really on the verge of like crying. I had been working on this for like an hour and a half. I was tired. But finally, the solution was really just they're going to be stored on top of the fridge. I can reach them up there. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And so now they're up there. They look great. They're easily accessible. Everything is fine. It was just a moment. And then I adjusted and we had moved on. And now I'm finalizing the hydration station. I moved my coffee maker over there. That led to emptying out a container that I then put under my sink. Again, lots of thinking and processing and deciding, and cute little visits from the puppy. I didn't realize how much she was in there just looking at me.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So at this point, I am basically done and just realizing that I need to reorganize the bottom cabinet under the sink, which I think is universally typically a cleaning supply cabinet. So I just needed to sort through and organize. I do have like an acrylic container that had a drawer and decided to use that to store my like dish towels and washcloths and things that I like wipe clean with. And I would put the cleaning supplies on top of that. I am really liking that solution a lot. I just need to add a bin of actual cleaning supplies. But this was a free remodel, like reorganization. I did not buy anything at this point for this. The only thing I have bought for the kitchen is a colander that fits in the drawer and some fridge clip or some chip clips that stick on the fridge, like that are magnetic, because mine were stored in my junk drawer and I'm like, no, they can just live on the fridge. So I got those, but everything else has been completely free. I did not spend, I think at most I have spent $11, like $15 on this kitchen remodel reorganization thing, because I have everything I needed. I just needed to make it look nice inside. These were really like the final steps. I'm just moving things where they need to go, deciding what to keep, what not to. I started putting trash in my pocket because they were small things. Um, all just to finish this up. I did officially finish with wiping down the stovetop and getting that all nice and clean because this was also part of like my whole kitchen reset. So I did need to clean my kitchen as well. Uh, and with that, I mean, that was the video. It's all reorganized. It's really nice. I hope you enjoyed.